to change the title. Okay. Let's go. Been pretty good today. Got a lot of rest yesterday. Today's a really easy walk, 2.5 hours maybe. Quite a few convenience stores and stuff along the way. I think there's a couple, we might hit up a lunch spot. There's a couple of lunch spots, I believe. And then we hopefully get to the hotel, or Minshuku, early enough. They have a Sento, they have a big old bath next to this hotel, so maybe talk to the people. I talked to the guy on the phone. He called me today to confirm. He said, what did the reception? She was in the back. But I saw her at breakfast today, and she kind of gave me some like, not sorry. She didn't say anything, but she could tell like, oh, this is the guy I said no to yesterday. I'm guessing probably what happened is her shift ended at 3 and I came in at like 2:45, 2:30, and she just didn't want to be bothered. That's what I'm going to chalk it up to. That's what I'm just going to go ahead and move on past that, you know, because it is what it is. I do need to stop at a pharmacy or 100 yen store to buy some bandages. I've got a couple of friction blisters on my thighs that are pretty gross. So gotta take care of those. These shoes are actually pretty good for walking, but they're not very good for waterproof. I brought some waterproofing type things, but like garters pretty much. But I'm not sure that that's... I realized I packed too much stuff. This time I packed way too many clothes. I was unpacking last night and realized I packed like 6 shirts, which is like 2 to 3 shirts too many. And I mean, each shirt weighs, I don't know, 200 grams, quarter of a pound or something. More than that, 500 grams is a pound. So I guess half a pound. Shorts. I think I packed too many pairs of shorts too. I packed 2 nice pairs of shorts and 2 gym shorts. I think I just need 1 pair of nice shorts. Speaking of pharmacies, I'm gonna told a lady to stop. She came in pissed that we switched her birth control to generic. She's like, duh, you should have told me I don't use generic. Like, I do what the computer tells me to do. Your insurance doesn't cover brand name, So the computer automatically switched it to generic, which is covered. I mean, she probably should have known. I mean, actually, I don't know how birth control comes in. I know that they come in the packets sometimes, if it's like a everyday one. But even me over here with like ibuprofen, it's like, I'll make sure to read the milligram dosage, and then I can make my own guesses from that. Like, good or bad, I take 800 milligrams of ibuprofen a couple times a day if I'm feeling, you know. So I take probably 1,600 milligrams of ibuprofen in a day in a 24-hour period. I guess sometimes I take, if I take it at midnight, 8 o'clock, 4 o'clock type of thing, I guess there's a chance I take 2,400, but I don't do that every day. I just do it if I'm really, really feeling it. Recently, we've been taking it morning and night before we leave, or before, after breakfast, and then before we go to bed. I definitely don't want to mess around too much today, because I think after 3 or 4 o'clock it's going to start dumping rain for a couple hours. So I definitely want to be at the hotel a little bit before check-in, but we don't mind hanging out a little bit. Getting a lunch would be nice. I don't think we've eaten an actual meal on stream this trip. Definitely bad from the pains of walking. It just depends. Also, sometimes I'll take it as a preventative measure. How's the Italian food in Japan? Just depends. I mean, it exists. Is it going to be the same as in Italy? I don't know. I've never been to Italy. There's some place. I mean, for my American palate, there's a few places that I can think of that are pretty good, but Italian food, French food, you know, any kind of specialty food, you're getting into like specialty prices type of thing. Mexican food, same thing. Supply goes down, demand goes up, price goes up. So there's a few decent places, but there's also a lot of kind of like borderline fusion Japanese Italian style places. They'll have like mentaiko pasta and stuff, and it's like they took some aspects of Italian food and then kind of mixed it with what they've got over here. It is humid. I think it's like 95% humidity today. Fusion like spaghetti and sushi balls? No. Like I said, it's you know, it'll be pasta and some type of, you know, very Japanese like meat dish, like mentaiko, or I guess mentaiko spicy cod roe. Saizeriya has some kind of interesting, they call it doria. Doria is like, it's like gratin made with rice. So you get like rice with meat sauce and cheese on top of it. Kind of like almost like a lasagna-ish, except with just a bunch of rice. I mean, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just, crap. I think I need to cross here. Because I definitely do not want to be walking on this side. Sounds good. It's not bad. Everyone's got a taste, you know. Voodoo Cowboy, thank you for the subscription. Really appreciate it. Thanks for coming in. Hope you're doing well on this kind of muggy day, muggy morning. The next couple of days we have a shit ton of rain, so the days are going to be quite a bit shorter. But I think it clears up Thursday, Friday, Saturday, which means we'll be able to get back to properly scheduled walks, you know, good 4, 5, 6 hour walks versus the 2 or 3 hour ones we've had the past couple days. I guess today and yesterday. This is a restaurant. We had breakfast not too long ago. We had a pretty simple breakfast, but we still probably got another hour before we want to eat. I don't think it's even open. 10:30? No, stuff's not going to open till 11. They're just prepping. Look at that view, chat. No mountains, because I think the bay is right over that way. I even need this? Is it even raining? It is sprinkling. I'll keep this. retreat, we can do. Oh, never mind. We got not sure what this is. A type of vegetable of some sort, I would imagine. I can't see. Maybe daikon? What is that down there? I need to update the map. Yeah, Sydney, they had a place for me. Can you run through the muddy field, please? No. Let me make sure that map's up. That I need to fix that map command. I forgot to do that last night. The old map. I need to post the new map. 116 kilometers from Miyazaki. So we're probably about 4 or 5 days out from Miyazaki. 4 good days. 5 if one of them's short. Today we're doing 12 kilometers. Because I thought the rain, the forecast said it was heavy rain today. So the fact that it's not heavy rain is pretty good. Yeah, Sydney, so what happened is I checked online, and online they said they had rooms. And then when I went to the front desk, they said they were full. So then I just immediately made a reservation online. And that, I mean, that occasionally happens, because like I said, third-party companies will buy rooms. But, yeah. I am. Just looking for the real-time app. Yeah, I'm lugging it around. Like I said, my pack weighs about 39 pounds, 38, 39 pounds. Maybe more than that. It's pretty heavy, but it's okay. It is a-okay. Like I said, I also brought way too many clothes. I have 6 t-shirts, which is like double what I packed last time. I guess it's 1.5 times what I packed last time. Some solar panels over here. No. I would never complain. The passive aggressive booking online is way more sweet revenge for me. Complaining just causes problems, and I don't want problems. Because that place is a chain hotel, you know, it is what it is. But I mean, like tonight, for example, tonight is a very locally owned mom and pop type place. And they called me this morning. They're like, we're gonna have to pay 4,000 yen. And I said, why? And he's like, because you're taking a vehicle here, right? And I was like, no, I'm walking. And he's like, it's raining. And I said, I know, I'm walking the whole country. I started at Cape Sata, and I've been walking for the past 4 or 5 days. And he said, really? What? Really? He said, I guess it's okay then. And I went back, yeah, dude, no shit, it's okay. Like, but had I just been like, nah, man, I'm only paying 1 yen because I'm walking like, there's no benefit to being complainative. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Thanks for saying hey. Today's actually a pretty good day. It's not raining too bad, knock on wood. And getting a little bit of rest in, because I think from Miyazaki to Beppu it's going to kind of suck. I think there's going to be some long days. And then around Beppu, same thing, we'll kind of be taking it easy. We'll be walking through town just a little bit, trying to hit up some shops. So we'll be in the Beppu area, but proceeding about 5-10 kilometers a day, switching hotels. Especially if we can find reasonable ones. All the hotels we've had so far have been less than 5,000 yen, which is super nice. Staying well under budget. Because I think there are a couple of times around Yamaguchi or Izumo we'll have to pay close to 10,000 yen. Which again is not bad if you're converting it to dollars, but when you get paid in yen like me, not super great. Also, my tax refund didn't process properly, so that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, man, I live seeing a country I'll probably never visit. It's that's one reason I do this, I think that a lot of people get misconceptions about Japan. I mean, even myself, when I first got here, I had misconceptions about what Japan and Japanese people are like, and that's something that tourists can really never grasp, because you have to spend time. Even if you don't speak Japanese, you can still learn about the people and the customs, and I mean, this is any language. Learning the language definitely helps, but seeing something on the internet and then just repeating it for the purpose of content is not always good, I think. You're right, I thought it was like Zelda. There's factories and fields and shit. I watched a little bit of The Whitest Kids You Know this morning. I woke up in time to catch some of it. Oh, remind me, chat, we gotta go to the grocery store before we go to the hotel. Because they said they have some vending machines, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it's pretty inconsistent on what they've got there. Blisters are good. Blisters don't hurt at all. Like I said, just the blisters on my thighs. It's just a field, I think. Which country do you come from originally? I'm from the US originally. I'm from Oklahoma. And then I moved to Japan when I was 22, about to turn 23. So I moved to Japan March 2016, and then I turned 23 in April 2016. And I've been here since then. Gone back to the States three times in 8 years. Part of that's due to Corona, part of that's due to I wanted to use my money to explore other places. In the past 2 or 3 years, I went to see my brother in Abu Dhabi, but past 2 or 3 years, I've been trying to really travel Japan a lot. Because I love living in Japan, but you never know how, what the world kicks your way, and if for some reason, I gotta leave Japan for whatever reason. So I wanted to maximize my time in Japan. I don't plan on going anywhere. I plan on being here for a long time, probably dying here, but I was also tired of just sitting at home in Tokyo. Like I said, I happened to stumble upon that book last year, The Road to Sato. And Mr. Booth became a travel writer and a film reviewer. Granted, this was back in the 70s and 80s, but the idea of having my own little show where I go talk to people around Japan and eat their food and kind of interview them about their place was really interesting to me. And at the time Alan Booth did his big walk, he was, you know, just a normal guy like me, regular 30-year-old. He quit his job to do it, which I think would have been pretty cool too, but I like, for better or worse, the structure of having the job helps me. It's raining there. It's been muggy. It's not officially raining, but it's just very humid. It was raining this morning. What's up, Ming? Hard to tell between US and Canada sometimes. Yeah, if you meet, like I think a lot of Midwestern American people are pretty nice or friendly. You don't always get that on the coasts, but I think, and then, I mean, I know this is gonna sound so cliche, but almost every Canadian I've met over here has been like exceedingly nice. What is this? Renovation reform. Brand new building. They have the flowers in front. Hope you're good, bro. Yeah, I mean, hello, thanks for coming in. I forget what game you were playing last week. I was in there for a little bit of it, but I've been prepping for the trip, and then now I'm on the trip. It's raining here, which makes sense. I'm just 15,000 kilometers away. SR bot being dead is the most depressing thing ever. I'll try to fix it tonight again, but well, here, I guess we can just go with the play, can't we? Gundam, most likely. I've been trying to catch more streams, but it's been tough. And then when I get to the hotel, I'm usually like just exhausted from the sun or exhausted from whatever. Walking, I guess, but even like yesterday, we didn't walk that much yesterday, we didn't walk that much today, but I can already tell, like, probably should maximize the rest on these rainy days so I can kind of open up on the sunny days. Oh, you know what? I don't think I changed. Appreciate you all the same. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's day 5, not day 4. Guess I should probably check the map. We're actually making really good time. There's a 100 yen shop up a little bit farther up the road. And so I gotta buy some bandages for my thighs. Also need to get some water too. We're drinking the tea that the elderly lady stopped to give us when she gave us the chocolate bar. How are your feet doing? Feet aren't bad, actually. The blisters popped and then they flattened out like pancakes, and they kind of heal up. But they don't actually hurt. Like I said, the only thing that hurts on my body is my inner thighs, especially my right inner thigh. I've got like a, I don't know, like a $50 size friction burn from walking, and it's pretty gnarly. It's not, I don't think it's gonna get infected or anything. I've been cleaning it, but it does not feel good. And then my calves are a little bit tight, so I'm having to kind of watch, make sure I don't pull a calf or get cramps or something there. Besides that, body's pretty good. Like I said, taking it a little bit slower I think is gonna pay off in the long run, because I think this leg is kind of getting used to it first 3 or 4 weeks, and then I think after that our body will acclimate, versus last time we were just, you know, just running, not running literally, but just, you know, 18-20 miles every day. I guess 15 to 20 miles every day, regardless of incline, regardless of decline. So our body was like kind of broken and then never had time to heal, never had time to recover, because I was also working 4 or 5 hours more, like a couple hours more on my working days. So, and there's less, I think last time I had pressure to come home quickly because I had to go to the US after that trip. This one I've set a soft goal of 120 days, but if we do it in less, that's cool. If we do it in a little bit more, that's cool. I really don't want to hit 150 days though. I really like, once we hit 120 days, I think I'll start kind of hoofing it to the point of, I mean, unless again, we're getting like free homestays and stuff, or 1 yen hotels like tonight, then I don't mind. But if we're having to pay 30-40 bucks a night, and then, you know, you extrapolate that out for 150 nights, it's a lot of dinero. Video visuals glitch out, seems okay now. It could just be slightly low bit rate for a bit. With rain and stuff, it's gonna be like that probably. I mean, it could be cables, but I switched cabling right before this trip. Everything new. All the plugins are new, all the female and male ins are new. What's up, Jerome? Thanks for coming in. My uncle who sits around all day says walking and running are bad for your knees. I think it's about doing it to your limits. I think if you're running, like, I think everything is about knowing your limitations. Last time, the only reason my left knee started to hurt, because my right muscle, my shin muscle was torn, and so I started limping, and that put extra torque on my left knee to compensate, because my left knee was acting as, or my left leg was acting as a pivot essentially, and I was like peg legging my right leg. So essentially I would like put weight on my left leg and then pivot like that, hobble down the road like that for 6 hours a day. Shikoku pilgrimage, I've thought about it, but I'm not like, this is gonna, and I don't mean this in a, I think a lot of people do the Shikoku pilgrimage, and it's, I don't, for me, if a lot of people do something, then it's not special to, like, I don't know. And not to say, like, if you want to do the Shikoku pilgrimage, please go do it. But I think, like, I want to do things that are more, and I probably will do it one day. Go get all the 88 stamps and stuff, but if I do that, I'm not going to stream it, because that's, a lot of Shikoku is very mountainous, and so I'd be able to stream some of it, some of the towns and stuff, but I would not be able to stream. And like I said, I don't like filming shrines in general, unless they're super touristy ones like Meiji Jingu or Sensoji or something, in which case I'm somewhat okay with filming. But these kind of small local personal shrines, I probably wouldn't want to film, especially not like live streaming. I'd film some B-roll and then talk about it afterwards. But also those are hard days, really hard days. There's a lot of ups, a lot of steps. But I have considered it. It's been, a lot of people ask me why don't I. I think the next one I want to do, there's a trail in Mie called the Kumano Kodo, maybe. It's a pilgrimage from somewhere to like Ise Jingu, and that would take a few days. That's something I'd like to do. Going back to Mie is on my list. FM Osaki, huh? Forging your own path, yeah. Or doing something more special to use. Yep. Yes, I was thinking about that, Dr. Quintana. About buying some sort of like tights and trying to make something, make like thigh bands essentially. Homemade compression shorts. See, I never found this on the map. I guess I should have looked harder. Looks like they're closed on Sunday anyway. They have a whole FM Osaki, 89.9 megahertz. Can you even see me? It's even worth taking that picture. You can. Nice. No, but I mean, it's I think there's a lot of beautiful areas in Japan, and I want to see places like, that's why we're going to Izumo on the backside, because I don't think enough people go out there. Bicycle shorts, yeah, I had some kind of things like that, but I think what happened is the first day I wasn't paying attention, and then by the time I got to the hotel, the damage had been done. Bicycle shorts probably would do the trick though. Problem is finding the right size. I mean, I guess if they're bicycle shorts and then I use them as underwear and wear my regular shorts over the bicycle shorts. Ninety megahertz of short radio waves. Yeah, this, I mean, that looked like it was just a radio station. Have you done something religious or rituals like going to a temple? Can you elaborate, Dr. Quintana? I've been to tons of shrines, tons of temples. Some people might disagree with me this, but I think, I don't know, asking God or gods or whoever, whatever you believe in for personal things is not so great, so I typically don't do that. I thank them for my general health. I thank them for keeping me safe on travel so far, and I guess I do somewhat say, please, you know, look after me, but I don't ask a lot of, I don't want to. I feel that it's selfish to like ask whether people believe or not believe, or gods exist or don't exist. I don't like asking for favors or for whatever you want to call it. Look at that bridge over there. Oh, New Year's rituals? Yeah, I go do New Year's rituals. I usually just thank them for the last year. Yoroshiku for the new year. Hatsumode. But I don't typically ask for many things. A fair shake, I guess. Dang, yeah, we're gonna take a picture of this bridge. This bridge's pretty dope. Oh. And again, I mean, everyone's got their own beliefs and things like that, but Geist, thanks for coming in. Thanks for providing the translation the other day for my sign in the Discord. Sorry I haven't been more active in the Discord. Like I said, when I come to the hotel, I just pretty much dump stuff down, take a shower, run a bath, figure out the food situation, munch on some food, get in the bath for a little bit, and then conk out. That's pretty interesting. This is really run down home furnishing. I mean, it looks like the building hasn't been oh yeah, it's straight squatters. Or not, there's no squatters, but I mean it's straight deserted. You could probably go in there if you wanted to, but we're not gonna do that. We're not that type. You can see a spiral, you can see a dope spiral staircase in there though. That means this whole thing, this is probably warehouse because you have the shipping doors, and this over here is probably the sales floor. Interesting. Kushihara? Kusuhara. Kusuhara. Self, JA gas. Japan automobile? Bro, how do I... hold on. Does nobody else ever get out for walks in Japan? I know it's raining. Mr. Slipman, this is in the very countryside. Most people out here have cars. See, that looks pretty cool. Karaoke. Kind of looks like a snack bar. But it doesn't have prices outside, so I imagine it's not an actual snack bar. Looks abandoned. Yeah, it's super abandoned. I'm gonna mess up your name. I apologize. Arcadias. Approximately how many days would this take? We're looking at 120 days. Have you ever experienced intense Japan earthquakes? I've experienced some, I would say, moderate earthquakes. I've had two that have caused some plates and cups to kind of fall over. They didn't fall like out. But they cause things to, like some things to fall over. As far as the big ones, no. The only big ones that have happened since I've been here, there's a really big one in Kumamoto. Oh, you know, I guess I experienced the one in Ehime the other day, last Wednesday. I was in bed already, but it shook me awake. Sweet shop. There's no place to sit down, or we would Ichigo roll? Dang, strawberry roll sounds pretty fucking good though. Yeah, there's no place to sit down. And I don't think there's any parks for a little while either. So it's not worth holding on to it. Yeah. I mean, it was kind of across the water, but yeah, it shook me awake. I don't know if I'd describe that as intense though. It was like, that night was like a cruise ship for me. Like, if you've ever been on like an old cruise ship, and I say an old cruise ship, but Sumibiyaki charcoal. So that's the kanji. Sumibiyaki. But it's definitely closed. Nothing's gonna be open until, I mean, that restaurant's definitely closed. Oh no, it's a bento box. Never mind, he's open. The building behind it is closed. So you have this guy running the shop, and then someone obviously is there, but the sign's gone. Does that say Daiso? That used to be a Daiso? Oh, Dainichi. It's all rotted away, like, I don't know the term. Worn away. That's the term. Thank you for the follow, Arcdias. Mag 3 or 4. Yeah, it was in Ehime. It was the Japan 6 scale, 6 out of 7. So in Ehime it was pretty noticeable. But we were at the bottom of Kagoshima, so we didn't really get that much of it. Like I said, the planned route is wrong. The planned route is our old thing. I gotta switch the command for that tonight when I get to the hotel. I think there's a 100 yen store up here. A 100 yen shop. $6.4? Okay. I don't want to keep on straight. Vietnamese food? Family Mart up the road. Hanamizuki. Okay, this is going to be a little cool. Hanamizuki used to be in Koenji, where I used to live a long time ago. There used to be a Baumkuchen place called Hanamizuki. And that place was awesome. It went bankrupt during COVID, but they had the perfect. It reminds me of the Hakone place that had Baumkuchen, where it was really soft on the inside, but had a little bit of like a, not like a crunchy shell, but like a little bit of a crunch on the outside. That's how I like my Baumkuchen. Too early for banh mi. Never too early for banh mi. Yeah, I imagine. I didn't check the menu because we're not. Like I said, I'm kind of feeling pretty good, so I want to push through. Today's hotel is super sick, so Chinese restaurant. Huh. Tokyo Hanten. That's interesting. Tokyo is not famous for Chinese food. Yokohama, maybe. We're looking for staff though if you want to come look. If you want to come work at a restaurant. Thanks for this stream. I'm gonna head to the Nate stream mid-hunt. I'll definitely catch you next week. Thanks, Mr. Sutmans. Tell the mid-hunters I said hey. E-Rock, what's up, man? How are you? Hope you're doing well. This is a pretty steep little incline. How's the trip treating you so far? Yeah, roads are weird. Trip's been good. Like I said, so far no major injuries, or we've been taking it a little bit slower than last time, which is a-okay, because last time I think we pushed too hard too early. So this time we're okay with slowing it down a bit. God dang, this hill sucks. There's supposed to be a family mart around here. You miss it? Oh, it might be right up the road actually. Oh, it's so way up the road. Ah, but this is nice. I don't mind a good hill if we get a good downhill too. Or flat. Flat's good too. Some sort of shrine up there. We see a torii gate. We also see the kanji jinja. We see some sort of monument as well. Is that a police box? That's actually one of the coolest police boxes I think I've seen in a bit. This hill is so cool though. No, it is. Not gonna disagree with you there. Oh yeah. Kagoshima police, huh? All right, next vending machine or convenience we see. We gotta get some water. We're almost out of tea. Gotta have something in hand always to drink. If you're drinking cola or something, you always want to have water as backup, because cola is nice for energy, but it dehydrates you pretty good. Also good for calories a bit. Pocari Sweat too, same thing. But last time we drank way too much cola. Last time I lost about 20 pounds. If I didn't drink cola, I think I would have lost probably 23, 24 pounds. Like I said, this trip is 4 to 5 times longer than that trip too. So I imagine all in all, I wouldn't be surprised if we lost 60, 70 pounds. Also, there's also a lack of calories a lot of days. Not intentional, it's just no places to eat, and then when I find stuff to eat, I eat, but my stomach has already shrunk, so. I think here in a second I'll switch over to the left side so we can. Good morning, so hey Vivid, how are you? Sugar crash? Not quite a sugar crash. No, what happens is I don't eat all day, not intentionally, but then my stomach has shrunk up, and then when I go to like the hotel and they have a full meal, I'm so hungry that I'm not hungry type of thing. So usually I force it all down, but I don't feel good. But I eat it because I have to, like, I know that my body needs the calories, so I don't try not to be stingy. Last night too, we had 2 melon pans for dessert before bed, because I know yesterday for lunch we didn't eat anything. Fell asleep at the hotel. Had 2 pieces of fried chicken and what's it called, a yakitori stick. So no, I really do need to be eating more, I think, but it's Miku no Koseido Pan and Bento. I shop. It's a cursive I. But it's Sunday, so a lot of stuff's gonna be closed. And we missed the green light. Kazoku, oh, they have a family house over there. Point of diminishing when returns may come before then. Yeah, I know. The receptionist acknowledged your booking. It was a different receptionist. Oh, shit, ads. Ads are coming up. Ads. I don't know when the ads are coming up. I guess everyone's getting them. They're supposed to be at the top of the hour, but yeah. What happened is she said there was nothing. I take a step back, make a booking immediately, wait until 2:50, and then the lady at the counter said, "Do you have a booking?" I said, "Yep. My name is Sensei Martian." I told them my real name, but and they said, "Oh, okay, cool." They said, "You can't get a Ryochu show here, you have to get it online." I said, "Yep, that's a Yahoo travel thing, I know." And I said, "Cool, checkout's at 10, breakfast is at 6 to 10. There's no dinner tonight, but there's a convenience store across the street, and then the other hotel has a restaurant." And I said, thank you very much. So that was that. I think Vivid is the one who can read Japanese the most among chat. I don't know. I mean, I know that there's some people in chat who have some pretty good Japanese levels. And then I know there's a couple of my creator friends, like Rick Ian 34. He's a photographer. He's Japanese. Ginger Orca. He's Japanese. Actually, I was doing the math. I think about 20% of my viewers are 20 to 25% are Japan based. Now I don't know if that means that Japan based is a kind of a slippery, like, it doesn't necessarily, I mean, mathematically it probably indicates that they're Japanese, but it could be just, you know, based in Japan type of thing. Okay, we're gonna go get a drink. Probably use the bathroom too, actually, now that I think about it. Because I don't know the next time we're gonna see a bathroom. What is the bathroom? Oh, privacy. SS privacy. I wonder if it's Dave and I or if it's Therapy Gecko. I bet it's Dave. Let's see who it is. It's one of them. I have the whole Therapy Gecko thing.
What was it?
The Man in the Mirror.
Yes, the man. And
yes,
so
yes.
when that moment came, I guess, how did you? Because I think
Okay, but it ties together. Like I said, try this, try this, try this, try this. There's a you start, the clock starts to run out on you. You know, when you're 18, you try to fail, do something else. When you're 21, try to fail, just do something else. Who cares? It doesn't matter. The world doesn't care. You don't care. You've got time on your side. But by the time now I had been here for 3 years, I was getting good at the printmaking, still teaching English to feed myself, making wooden toys, doing translations, all this kind of stuff. I was now, the clock is running out. You know, you've got 2 kids now, and Dave, if you really do want to make a splash, if you're willing to do something, it makes you feel that I really accomplished something fantastic. I think, Dave, you had better like maybe pick one of these things and get going on it. And that gradual maturity coincided with the idea that it was a print set of 100 prints to make. And that became the thing that, you know, wow, this would be the thing that I could use to, I can't say fulfill myself, but to wrap together those things I've been thinking about. Dave, you've got to get
like
going on something.
that
And there it was, the project was there. And that's 1989. So by now I'm born in 51, 61, 71, 81. I'm now 38. And yeah, feeling that, okay, it's time to get serious with something.
About something.
So.
Whenever, you know, we've talked at length about whenever you first started those prints, you mailed out the flyers, the larger flyers and stuff. After the prints, after you made 100, obviously that's a huge accomplishment, a huge undertaking. How did you shift from, I guess even partially during the prints, how did you shift from this, when you went all in on the prints, when did you know this is the rest of my life type of thing? I mean, when did...
Has that been decided yet? Wait. No. Come on. It was, again, it was a big thing, something that I could really take on a challenge that I wasn't sure I'd be able to do. You know, the man in the mirror, you're chicken. No, it's okay. We'll do something. You're chicken shit.
Yeah.
And that's the, I couldn't evade the guy in the mirror talking to me that. So I didn't know it was going to be the rest of my life. I still don't know. It was just, here is something big. Your clock is running out. You got 2 kids. You got to feed them. Dave, like I said, poop or get off the pot. Poop isn't the word we use, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
So that was it. Grab it. There's no life work here involved. At the end of the thing, that 10-year project, I heard this word every day. People would come to the exhibition, the media's there, NHK, blah, 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 blah. And it was the most single popular comment. How does it feel to have accomplished your life work? And I really...
Your life's not done. Yeah.
I counted it. Wait, I'm only like, whatever it was, 49 or something. Yeah. This isn't my life work. This was... And so it became a sarcastic thing to say, this isn't my life work. This is a dress rehearsal.
Yeah.
Now it starts. And it became, that actually became a true thing because I sort of made it up one day to say.
Yeah.
And it became the reality. The next series was the one that when it's all said and done and I'm buried, they're going to look back at all the stuff I've done. That next series, the 5 years, the Surimono albums, that's something that really could be packaged as a, Jesus, look at that one man did that by himself to that quality level, that would be kind of thing I would have been much more proud of than the poet series, which was just simply a case of sitting on the chair long enough and getting the thing done long enough and just sticking with it. And lots of people can do that. But those 50 prints in that other series.
Okay, Vivid, if you get a chance to stay at the Super Hotel, like the Super Hotel Takafu Nechizen, it's a pretty nice business hotel with a bath, include all you can eat breakfast and happy hour at 5 with beer. I'll check that out. Thank you very much, Vivid. Interview with David Bull. It's a conversation with David Bull. Some people have not liked the video. So it's not an official interview. I talked to Dave about it for a couple weeks, and I told him about this trip, and he said, wow, the whole thing, huh? And I said, yeah. I said, but I want to talk to people, and I need some, I just want to have a chat, just a chat, nothing. And I asked him, I said, do you want me to provide a script? And he said, nope, let me just do it raw, unplanned, unscripted. So it is a conversation between Dave and I. Dave and I are pretty good friends. He needles me quite a lot. I digress a lot. So I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. He sent me an email saying he enjoyed it. I don't know if he enjoyed watching it. I don't know. I haven't asked him about it. But I enjoyed talking to him. I enjoyed putting it up. I looked at it for hours and hours thinking about cutting it and making it cleaner and stuff. But I think for what I was shooting for and what I want my channel to be are the digressions, are the real chats, And for better or worse, that's the direction I kind of want. Now, I am making specific videos about specific things, but when I talk to people, I don't want it to be... And also, he has a lot of videos about his work already, so I didn't want him to just repeat every single thing that you can find on his channel. Because he doesn't... I don't want to speak for him, but, it's... I didn't want him to, repeat, so... That owl needs international friends. Here's YouTube. Thanks, Vivid, for posting that. Yeah, and like I said, I had a great time doing it. I always love seeing the staff too. I don't know if Dave. I sent him in Mokuhankan a postcard from the bottom of Japan. Maybe he'll talk about that maybe it'll be there by Monday's stream. I sent it Wednesday afternoon. But no, it's a conversation. So again, I would say quasi podcast style between two friends. So some people thought it was a very specific interview on specific things, and so they came in with that image, and then they were not happy. So, I had fun. I had fun doing it. But it is what it is too. I mean, everyone's got their own opinion, and everyone's entitled to watch and say what they think. So. I mean, I have an interview with Therapy Gecko too, and after seeing the comments that I got on the first video, now I'm like, oh no, what if Therapy Gecko's following Eats Me Alive too? But it is what it is. I mean, I do this as a hobby. YouTube's a hobby. Twitch is a hobby. I lose money doing it. I do it because I enjoy it a lot. I enjoy the connections I've made. So Water Quad. David's one interesting man. He's still cringe. Q Colgate, thanks for coming in. I think the video is already spread in Wakankan Discord by Chicken Meister. Chicken Meister is solid. Chicken Meister, again, he's VIP in this channel because when I did the Tokaido walk, he went through and found almost every Shuku post station and clipped it. He's a huge help to this community. I mean, there's a ton of people. I mean, I could name a bunch of people, but he helped a lot with the Tokaido. He also checks, like a couple days ago when we were walking across that big bridge, he said, hey, bridge up here looks dicey, be careful. So we got a couple people, you know, looking out, and I really appreciate that. So, but again, I appreciate everyone coming in and hanging out. Dave is very interesting, and even though I've talked to him a bunch of times, it's still, I get a little kid in the candy shop when I talk to him, because it's kind of like talking to, I mean, he's a role model for me. Obviously different. Oh my gosh, it stinks. Holy moly. It's straight manure. There's got to be oh, it's down there. Okay. I was like, dude, it smells overwhelmingly bad. Chicken Meister is a legend. Yeah, he is. It was probably a good thing that your work has different poop water. No, it's strong, chat. It's like, it's very strong. I've heard he has actual chicken liver instead of a human one. We talking about Chicken Meister? Sorry, dude, I farted. Agriculture? Yes, agriculture. Vivid. You can see the rice paddies down there, but they don't usually use that amount of manure for rice paddies. We've walked past several dozen. What is this? Oh, this is what it is. It's this runoff here. It's this stream. And then you have a headstone. Oh, I'm about to throw up. It's actually that bad. And I'm pretty good with stinky stuff, you know. But anyway. Hugh Colgate, thanks for the follow. Wadaquat, thanks for the comments. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's good. It made some, I mean, and again, I looked at that video for a couple weeks and thought about, what should I do? Do I do this? Do I do that? But then I decided, nope, just gonna post it as is, because that's what I want to see. You can't see it, chap. There's a big old koi fish right there. There's another one over there. Oh, there's another one here too. I wonder if the raw thing works. SS raw. Oh, you know what? I don't think I did. I don't think I changed the raw one. Actually, you know what? Here, tell me if it changes or not. SS raw. Solar panel for this light right up here. Yeah.
Over there's a pretty cool view too, actually. Raw works, nice. The problem with RAW is it doesn't tell me when the bitrate drops. The only scene that I've figured out, and I need to probably message someone to help me out, but the only scene that I can tell when the bitrate fluctuates is the live scene. So I guess what I should probably do is make RAW the live scene and then have an overlay one. I don't know. Yeah, thanks everyone for coming in. Thanks for hanging out. Eigo to Japan Farm. This is hardly a 420 stream. I don't think I have that as one of my labels, yeah? It's a chill stream, but you know, I don't partake. Everyone's got their own choices in life. Oh, that's right, we're gonna cross and walk on that side. What's the difference supposed to be between raw and live? Raw has no overlays at all, no notifications, and then live has the overlay and like the thanks for following and stuff like that. Because when I first set it up, I was just walking around Tokyo, so I didn't think there was a lot of super picturesque things. But then as I started walking outside, oh, I gotta hit the button. As I was walking outside, I realized having like a raw scene where people could take screenshots of something that they liked enabled me to, or allowed me to like, oh, well maybe they want to take a screenshot without, you know, the donation thing in the bottom or the time at the bottom or whatever. So sometimes I'll switch it to raw if signal's been pretty good, or the people can get a full screen of it. Chicken is raw. I've had raw chicken a few times actually. So like, I think when we were doing the Hakone hike, I did a lot of raw footage. Because also I knew I was gonna come back at some point and download it and try to make a YouTube video out of it. Another farm nearby, we can smell the manure. There's a big old rice paddy. Yeah, let's see if we can get a pretty decent size. A ton of solar panels over there too. Osaki Kosho. It's a factory. Sun Green, Sebia. I don't know what they make here. Oh, there's a ton of rice paddies over here too. That's what we're smelling. I mean, they go on, agriculture goes on for a couple kilometers, I guess. How's the day so far? Pretty good. Today's a short day too, but we're staying at a very interesting hotel called the Minshuku Seseragi. And if you walk or bicycle there, it costs 1 yen. And you get a bed, you get Wi-Fi, you get a TV that gets cable.
You have to pay. There's a. It's called a Kinko Spa Land, or Kinko. Kinko means like health. Kinko. And then, but it's like a Sento. It's like a super bath. You have to pay 350 yen to use that, but that's not too far. So we'll be staying tonight, bath and hotel, for 351 yen. So I don't know, what is that, $2? 225, something like that. Yeah, today's, if I didn't want to stay at this place, it would have been a good walk to, today would have been a good day to walk like a far distance, 25 plus kilometers, but this place was so interesting and was so cheap that it doesn't actually really affect, like me staying here is more interesting than me saving, you know, a day or what, half a day, because we're still walking. The quota is 22 to 25, or I guess 20 to 25, so the average would be 22-ish. But the first day we walked on the route, we walked 48, but we walked 36 on the route. So that gives us a little bit of, you know, if you have a couple of 30-kilometer days, it kind of equals back out. So I don't mind playing it a little bit safe right now, making sure the body acclimates to the kind of torture it's kind of going through. And also, like I said, the homestay was completely unexpected. But now we have 2 new friends down in this area, and they said come down anytime, homestay anytime. So we'll definitely be back. I think we'll probably bicycle next time, or rent a car. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll talk about it in Discord or something, but I don't think I'm gonna walk. Well, actually, I lie. I think part of me wants to do like Nagasaki, do like a hook shape around Kagoshima Bay. That would be a fun walk. Like Sasebo, Nagasaki, Fukuoka, Kumamoto, down to Nejime again. That'd be super fun. Because that's, I think we're going up to Beppu this time. So we're going to be missing Kumamoto and Fukuoka, but both Fukuoka and Kumamoto are, I've heard, really cool cities. So I think coming back and spending a little bit more time in those cities would be pretty cool. Pretty cool house. It's not abandoned actually. People living in the back. This front side looks a bit beat up. We got a Hotomoto. Hotomoto is a bento place. Let's see. Northern tip to southern tip. Arc Diaz, what's that guy's name? I would like to see, because I read a book. The reason I did it, I'm doing this one, is because I read a book about it. Let's see, Kumamoto's pretty cool, so is Fukuoka, like big. Yeah, I think next time it would be combination, like if I'm exploring specific cities, I don't mind walking city to city. But even this trip, I've considered, like, if I'm in a city for 2 or 3 days, taking public transportation to go see stuff, and then taking, then walking out of the city, only using public transportation to sightsee, and then when I actually advance on my trip, just walking. But I'd like to do that with Fukuoka, and because Fukuoka's big too. It's very spread out, all the way from like Hakata to Kokura and stuff like that. It's think that makes sense. Well, I don't want to miss too much stuff. Pekovi okay, PECOVY.VY. I think if I type that much in, I'll be able to find them. Pekovi.VY. Oh, there we go. No, I mean, he kind of, all right, we're gonna get into, he took a couple ferries, so, like, he went through Shikoku, he took a ferry to Shikoku, and then he ferried from Shikoku to Kagoshima. Still super incredible. I'm gonna look him up later, but it's, the only ferry you should be taking is from Hokkaido to Aomori. Also, I think it's a bit different if he quit his job or didn't have a job. Yeah, I mean, he took at least 2 or 3 ferries. So I know that sounds probably like, I'll have to look it up. He looks cool. Gonna have to check him out. But, and again, my goal is walking it, but the bigger goal is talking to people. Walking it is a personal thing, but talking to people is the bigger goal. I'm very curious why he did that path though. Because I actually thought about it. I have a ton of friends in Shikoku. They mentioned the same thing. They said, why don't you just take a boat? I said, well, that's not really walking it, is it? And then they kind of ho-hummed and they said, well, yeah, you're right. Shikoku's super pretty too. I don't know. I wonder, I might message him and pick his mind about the pathing. Okay, there is a nice castle, Kumamoto. They showed the Empress's quarters. I think that's what it was, with all the traditional woodwork and finery. I mean, castles rebuilt with concrete, but still interesting. See, I love castles. My significant other does not. I love it. I'll like reading like historical Japanese stuff takes me some time. I'll spend like hours in a castle, Google Translate and asking the guy. my significant other's like, come on, Jay-kun, we gotta get out of here. I was like, nah, we got time. He ran into Sea Dog and abroad in Japan when they did their first cyclothon. That's cool. But like I talked to Dave about my Tokaido trip. Like, yeah, I did it, but I didn't talk to anyone. I talked to a couple people, but it wasn't the trip that I had envisioned. It was more of a marathon of me just busting my ass every day. But yeah, Kumamoto, I'm glad you said that, Vivid, because Kumamoto's on my, like, I really struggled picking between Kumamoto and Beppu. And I almost thought about going Kumamoto to Beppu to Shimonoseki, but it adds, like, from Beppu to Kumamoto, it's like 4 additional days of hard walks through the mountains. Got some more manure smell somewhere. Oh, we see a huge farm that way. That's probably what it is. We are downwind. Today we got a light breeze. Oh, we got a small little land up here too. Yeah, I know Ian, who helps with the cyclothons. I think those are pretty good. I like the idea of charities. Hopefully one day I'm big enough to do charity events. This is what I'm smelling right here, chat. They must have just planted or just broke the ground, something. Charity walk. But after this walk, I don't know what I could do to top it. I guess charity is not about topping it, yeah? It's about doing it for charity. I think I would do that, probably. Anything above, any money I earn. Anything above price of, well, no, I don't know how to want to do. I don't want to be money grab. I want to give it to charity, you know. I was gonna say anything above costs, but it's like, well, I need to pay for some of my costs. Anything above half costs goes to charity. Pick a charity. In his machine, he is, yes, and he and I, we got off on a really good, like, he heard that I walked and streamed the whole Tokaido thing by myself, and then he heard about this trip too. He's a new friend. We got coffee. I've been to his events twice, and then he and I got like a 3-hour coffee. He is a machine. Yeah, I like him a lot. He and I get along. He said Sea Dog and I would probably get along. Again, I don't think I'll ever be part of that extended universe. If it happens, that's cool, but
You know, it's like asking, it's like a mayor asking the president for help, you know? It's like, sure, maybe you know somebody, but it's not, there's too many levels between, you know? But no, Ian's super cool. And we go to all his Ardidly events now that we know about him. How many shoes? We're looking at probably 4 pairs of shoes. 4 or 5 pairs of shoes is my guess. We'll see. I bought these shoes just before this trip, and we'll see how they hold up. These shoes were cheap, easy-ish to mail and stuff. So, but yeah, interviewing people, that we're kind of trying to include that as well. Dr. Quintana, that's why I brought the camera and microphones. We did get a little bit of interviews at the first hotel with Mio-san. We talked about Japan quite a bit, but she didn't want to be on camera, and then we were having a good conversation, so I didn't want to be like, hey, can I record this? Like, you gotta kind of go with it type of thing. But I do think some of the bigger cities, I'll set up at parks. I'll have my sign out there that says, I'm walking here to here, Shitsumon wa dozo, or whatever. Shitsumon kite, like, ask me your questions. Kauka, thanks for the follow. Kadajina, thanks for the follow. The mountains are rough. It was exciting on the train, winding through a bunch of volcanic spires from Kumo to Beppu. Yeah, I mean, that whole area looks super pretty, but walking it when I don't have to, just for, because again, like you said, there's a lot of, oh, this is cool. This is crazy. I don't know if you can see this on the right, chat. It's two like Hercules, or not Hercules beetles, but we're gonna have to cross the street for this. This is cool. We're gonna get a picture over here first before we cross the street. Hold on, chat, sorry. All right, we're gonna run across the street and check out these big old beetles. 2 E's. I'm not even sure how you would walk it. It's rough, Vivid. It's like Hakone. When I walked from Odawara to Hakone, you can do it, but it sucks. Like, it's not, like, especially with this big pack, it's like, so this pack weighs around 40 pounds, give or take. And so when you're, you know, I started this at 291 plus 292 pounds, 132.5 or 100 and, anyway, 289 to 291 pounds. Plus you got a 40-pound backpack, and then you're like just miserable going up Hakone stairs or Hakone turns and stuff. It's brutal. I think we've already lost about 2 or 3 kilograms in 5 days. Not our intent, but our first day walking as much, like we walked 31 miles the first day, which was dumb. But I didn't have a choice. There was no convenies, no supermarkets, nothing for pretty much from the bottom to the top. Should do a tutorial on how to do this. Yes, that's what I was gonna do with the Tokaido video. Here, I'm gonna get a little bit. This is pretty cool. Like, I'm not a big bug guy. I'm not opposed to bugs. Bugs have a very precious
you know, very, very precious spot in ecosystems. But I love art. I'm pretty shitty at art, and I know art's relative, and I could make, you know, but actually, I would love to get into watercolors. I took one art class in high school, and I did pretty decent with watercolors. Woodblock printing would be cool too. I'd love to help Dave out somehow, but I know that I don't think my brain has the patience for woodblock printing work. I have a business brain to help, but he's obviously a well-established. I mean, he doesn't need. He doesn't need me. And I mean, it's not. I want to do more trips. Like, I want to talk to people. As silly as this sounds, I would love to do like an Anthony Bourdain type show around Japan. But, you know, I don't know. It's looks like a bug duel in progress. Yeah. Kaiju fighting. Kabuto Bito versus Kuwagata. The horns are different. Yes. I noticed the horns were different. I noticed that that guy, the big ones, the Kabuto Bito. Kabuto Bito. But Dr. Quintana, yeah, the walking vids, how to do it in Japan, because that's what I would like to, in a perfect world, I would like to talk to local governments and then get permission to film places and say, hey, listen, just give me permission to film places and I'll walk there. Shit, I'll even pay for my own hotels and stuff. Just let me film, like, let me make sure I have filming permission. And then if they give me a hotel or whatever, that's cool too, but we're gonna cross the road. So here we go, Sentaro Land. You can see the big, it's a hot spring. But I would love to pair up with local governments and then walk, show their nature, and then show people how to do similar treks. Not everyone has, 4 months to walk. Even the Tokaido, not everyone has 3 weeks to walk. But okay, take the bus or take the line from Shinagawa to Odawara. Walk from Odawara to Hakone if you like that, or take the bus from, Odawara to Hakone. Walk the old route from Hakone to Ashinoko. It's 9 kilometers or whatever. And then when you're at Ashinoko, take the bus to Hakone Pass. From Hakone Pass, you can walk down to Mishima. It's 14, 15 kilometers, but it's downhill. It's kind of nice. Lunchtime? 12 o'clock. Bum, 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 bum. And 10,000 steps. Nice. How about that? No, because it is. I think, and right now, a lot of people talk about over-tourism in Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto. So if I can pull some of the people away from that, because it is, I would hate, personally, if I came to Tokyo on a trip and then I had to wait in line at Sensoji, and then I had to wait in line at here and here and here, and I had to pay 3,000 yen for some sushi, 15,000 yen a night in Tokyo. I love those bells. They are somewhat soothing. At least I don't use the air raid sign for lunch, but I've heard there's towns that do so, that they can make sure the siren is still working with me. Well, that's what is it? First Mondays in Oklahoma, or in my hometown specifically, tornado sirens. First Mondays of the month at noon, they run the tornado sirens. Another komeri, we talked about this the other day. Komeri is a kind of like a home center. Ace Hardware, Home Depot type thing. And most of the small towns we've been in over here have had one. What is this? Nanchi. Shimbun is paper. South. Oh, Minami Nihon. Minami Nippon Shimbun. But it's Sunday. They're definitely closed. Tokyo crowds on the weekend are insane. It's absolutely bananas. I hate it. I mean, I had to go to Akihabara the other day for, legitimately had to go to get some camera type stuff. And I despise it. It's the worst. Packed trains, every restaurant's packed. And it's not, I mean, it's obviously I want tourism in Japan, and I think that's, but it's just, it's unbearable. I think, hold on, I got it. Vivid's comment about subsidies. Yeah, they I know they're trying to get people out, but. So that's why, I mean, I love teaching English, but if I can help local areas and then get to walk more and see more, then I'm like, again, for me, my happy point is like 35 to 40 grand a year. So however I make that much money doing the least amount of work means I'm pretty happy. Obviously more money is cool, whatever, but anything over like 80 grand, I mean, anything over 50 grand, I don't know what I would do with. Maybe a better, this Fitbit is really cool. I paid a little bit of money for it. I think I paid about $40 for it. I guess if I was making the big bucks, like 50, 60K, maybe I would buy like a Garmin GPS tracker. But then it's too big. Then it feels like a watch. I don't like that. I don't know. I guess if I was making that kind of money, 60, 70, I guess I could hire someone to help me sometimes. That'd be kind of nice. Kind of be a cameraman, camerawoman. I don't know. Oh, these are a lot of cool flowers. I don't want to step on them. Even though they're on the ground, I don't want to smush them. Tourism is good, over tourism isn't. That's what I'm saying, Arc Diaz. Well, and the thing is too, there's so many beautiful places in Japan that aren't Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto. I mean, even from Kyoto. Okay, take the Shinkansen to Kyoto, take the Shinkansen to Nagoya. Take the local trains to, I mean, shit, even Yokkaichi, Kuwana, and Mie. Just a couple stations over from Nagoya. Super cool little area. I mean, Gifu's the same way. Gifu's a 45-minute train ride north of Nagoya, 30-minute train ride north of Nagoya. You got Gifujo, you got one of the biggest Buddhas in Japan. One of the biggest ones, not the biggest one. I do think it's the biggest golden one. I mean, there's tons of cool stuff. I guess accessibility is part of some of the issue, but real estate in what context? Oh, like real estate in the local areas, or yeah, Gifu is so nice. It sucks walking through Gifu because there's a ton of mountains, but it's so pretty. Oh shit, I forgot to get, I thought there were more convenience stores. We're pretty close to our hotel. No, not hotels. Because what I don't want to happen is have to walk, what is that, an hour back to that Oh, son of a gun. All right, we're gonna have to walk past. Ah, son of a gun. No, okay, we're fine. We saw the sidewalk kind of end up here, but it just curves. That said, the right side's probably where we actually want to be. So we do a left, right, left, and then we run across. Right, left, right. Okay, right side's good, left side's good, right side's good. Frogger our way across. Okay, so we gotta walk past. We gotta go to the Family Mart and get some food. They told us that there's a restaurant nearby the hotel, but they said that at night there's nothing besides the vending machine. So we're gonna get some snacks and stuff. Oh, a house. If you had an income. Oh, yes, of course. But I think, sorry, no, duh. Yeah, I'm stupid. Sorry, Vivid. Yeah, I'd buy a house. But I mean, that's like the only, but even then, with interest rates so low, I'm never paying cash for a house over here. I mean, even worst case scenario, I get it at 2% interest rate. Even if I inherit a bajillion dollars or win the lottery or whatever, I wouldn't pay for it outright. It doesn't make sense with interest rates being as low as they are. So then I would just have to make sure I make enough money for my mortgage, which would be between 70 and 120,000 yen per month, depending on the size of the house and the location. No, I'm very interested in buying a house, but I'm waiting to get PR first, because banks will give you a little bit better. It's a little bit easier, and it'll give you a little bit better, what's it called? You have a higher chance of getting accepted, essentially. Yeah, no, I do have an interest in, I would like to buy a countryside home, and then I'd like to have a small apartment in Tokyo. Because having space in Tokyo, it is very convenient, especially for work, international type stuff. It doesn't make sense to not have a presence here somehow for me. But I would like to live probably a little bit in the countryside, if money was of no issue type of thing. But I also love Tokyo is cool because Tokyo, despite its size and despite the number of people, it's always changing. And that to me is exciting. I mean, I'm sure when I come back, even the stations that I haunt, that I frequent, will have new restaurants or new whatever. Okay, so we're supposed to take a left and go up this way, but we're gonna go to this Family Mart down here. Has anyone ever told you sound like a native through the phone or something? I've had people shocked whenever I show up, because I'll give them my number. I'll give them my cell phone number, and then I show up. And I'll say, oh, I have a reservation. And I'll start speaking to them in Japanese. But no, I mean, it's never been like, I've had some people say it's pretty good. And some people say, wow, you sound Japanese. But it's also hard to tell if they're being legitimate or if it's just kind of like oseji, like a flattery type thing. Because that's something that happens over here quite a lot. Not that it's like a bad thing. I mean, I think, giving out compliments is a good thing, but if you can smell them and you can smell that tatemae on it, it doesn't hit the same, But like, that's one thing. I talked to the hotel owners the other day for like an hour and a half, just in Japanese, and never once did I get Nihongo Jozud, because she understood that like that's, if you're chilling for an hour and a half and you're just shooting the shit, it's pretty good. And I've never officially studied. I've not done any language school. I have a couple of books that I've thumbed through over the last 8 years, but nothing that's really stuck. A little bit of Wanikani, Anki type things for some kanji, but Only this year have I really kind of buckled down and started to say, okay, I want to interview people in Japanese. I have to get good at talking in Japanese. And over the past 4 or 5 months, my Japanese skill has increased more than the previous probably 4 or 5 years. Because after the 3rd year, I kind of just said, meh, it's okay, it's good enough. And that complacency, that stagnancy, caused me to just kind of just flutter there for a while. Nothing wrong with that, but it's also hard if you don't have a specific goal. It's hard to learn a language, or anything for that matter. We actually have to walk a little bit of a distance. Nihongo jouzu desu ne. Some of those long answers I've gotten. So why do you speak Japanese? Yeah, that happens a lot too. Nande Nihongo umaku naru, or whatever. Umai na, so lots of those comments. Usually though, like they'll say it initially, like with the homestay people. They said, wow, you're Japanese, really good, like mechukucha umai ne, or mechukucha jouzu. And then you go, oh, thanks. And then you just start talking. And I make mistakes, I make a ton of mistakes. But at the end of the sentence, they understand what I say. They say their sentence, I nod, I go, naruhodo. And then I say my thing, and then they say their thing, and I say my thing. So, again, I think a lot of communication too is not necessarily language. It's the feeling of, again, reading the face, reading the tone, the word choice they used. That's one cool thing I've learned, I've gotten better at with Japanese, is the word choices they use. So a lot of people too, when they're being like, there's a difference between gaijin and gaikokujin, and but then again too, if someone says gaijin-san, then I go, oh, okay, well they're being a little bit respectful. But someone says, kono gaijin ma da 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 da, and I go, chotto. Kono gaijin janakute Jason desu, or whatever, Gaikokujin deshoka? I don't know. I don't usually create waves, but sometimes you have to. My sister got into it, so I blocked her devices from accessing the internet through a router. Non-verbal communication. That's a bit unfair, playing unfairly, but I understand. Sibling rivalry. I get it. I talked to someone in Spanish. Gaijin was in Tokyo Drift. You know what's crazy? A lot of, and this is one thing, shout out to Sanada Hiroyuki and Shogun. Sanada Hiroyuki said, I'm not doing this project unless you hire Japanese actors and actresses. Because there's a lot of times where Hollywood will hire like a Filipino American or a Korean American or Vietnamese American to play an Asian, like a Japanese actress, and that's wrong. Like, it's not. I mean, I guess we're gonna get into some cold water here, but that's like hiring me to play a German guy just because I am white. I don't know. Like it's Pat Morita. Well, at least he has root. Like that gets complicated because that's also like that was a long time ago. Not to say that it's makes that better, because it doesn't. But if projects have been the last 10 years, like The Boys, for example. Karen Fukuhara, she has Japanese roots, she plays a Japanese actress.
her character's brother, who speaks a lot of Japanese in the show, is Korean American. And when I was watching it with Japanese people, they said, wow, this guy's Japanese is so weird. And there are tons and tons of Japanese actors and actresses that they could have hired for that role. Or I guess tons of Japanese actors for that brother role. But yeah, but what about diversity? What's the thing? If they're gonna do diversity right, they need to do it right. Just having an Asian person play an Asian race is not, I don't know. It's Mickey Rooney at breakfast in Tiffany's. Yeah, I mean, it's just, especially in today's, there's so many talented people. And especially for roles that you're gonna speak Japanese in. Like in The Boys, that guy speaks Japanese 80% of the time, and then he says, the only things he say in English are like cuss words. Or like, my sister, I love my sister, and then F you, and something like, I mean, like, his English, like, it's one thing if you got a lot of dialogue and you need someone who speaks strong English. Okay, sure, whatever. But yeah, it can be a very loaded, and that's why I'm trying to kind of talk about it in a pretty respectful way, because obviously I'm just, standard Oklahoma guy, largely European descent. Dad's side had a little bit of Native American in him, but largely of European descent, Caucasian descent. So I know that my opinions on these things don't really matter, and that's okay, I guess. Shout out to the Choctaw tribe. Hell yeah. I believe my dad's side was like Creek and Chickasaw, maybe. They're down in the central south part of Oklahoma. Out where I come from is the Cheyenne Arapaho, and then I did a lot of business with the Potawatomi tribe over in eastern Oklahoma. And they also had, I think, Creek and Chickasaw over there. They ran some of the casinos as well. Oh, the Shawnee, yeah. The Doi. The best thing about Shogun is that their dialogue doesn't sound like it was written by someone with Asian fever. Compare that to dialogue. I haven't seen the Mulan live action. I've been really impressed with Shogun, actually. There's a couple of things that I go, that's a bit Hollywooded, but like, overall, I like, and especially when you consider that for the most part, you have, Sanada Hiroyuki, and, Tadanobu Asano, and they have, their Toranaga and Yabushige, respectively. But everyone else is relatively new-ish at acting, and I don't mean that in like a disrespectful way. I mean, they're just younger. They're in their mid to late 20s. For a lot of them, this is their first international project, and they're killing it. They're doing a great job. So it's kind of cool, because sometimes when you bring in, relatively inexperienced actors and actresses to act across from you know. I mean, it'd be like 10, 15 years ago having a newbie act across like Robert De Niro or something, Al Pacino, and then killing it, doing a great job. Went to WinStar, wild experience. WinStar, a lot of people don't know this, the biggest, I believe, I'll have to check, the largest land casino in the US is in WinStar, Oklahoma. And it is massive. Also, you can go to the Tiger King place down there. They've changed the name. Dude, where is this? Where is this Family Mart? Oh, okay. The worst part is we're gonna have to walk like 45 minutes with a bunch of groceries. I guess not a bunch of groceries, but a fair amount of groceries. What do we want for snacks? Okay, we want potato chips, a cola for tonight. No, cola we can get at the place. Vending machine will have cola. Chicken, maybe? Watanabe Ken stops beside Sensei and give me a ride. I would be shocked to see Watanabe Ken out here. And even then, I think on principle, well, damn, I don't know. I say on principle, I should still deny the ride, regardless of who stops. But at the same time, the conversation I have with Ken Watanabe would be pretty interesting. I think this Family Mart's right around the corner. Shogun's good though. Oh, this will be the first hot spring I get to sit in. So excited. Unexpected sudden car interview. I do think in the future doing a aimless hitchhiking thing might be fun. For, 3 or 4 weeks, just hitchhike. Have a sign that says wherever you're going, I'm going too, type of thing. And then make when they tell me where they're going, look online and then book a hotel for that city. And as long as it's like a weekday, weekend might get a little bit dicey, but have you recorded, posted any of the chats you're looking to share other than with Dave? Vivid, I don't know, I'm gonna post it very soon. I have about an hour and a half long interview with the Therapy Gecko. which is how I got into streaming. And then that kind of goes into the lore of my early days in Japan. We're gonna post that. And then yes, I'm gonna try to post the conversation I had with the business hotel owner sometime. And then yeah, we're looking to do more chats, English and Japanese. The Japanese ones I have to add subtitles, so that takes a little bit more time, but yes, that's kind of the YouTube. The YouTube's project is like chats with people, conversations with people, and then once every few, like I think I want to do a summary of the first, probably like a summary of the, week 1, week 2, week 3. Here's what we learned. Here's what was cool. Here's what you could maybe bus pass or whatever. Or like, as Dr. Quintana said earlier, like there's not a lot of guides on through hiking city to city. A lot of guides on backpacking, not so many guides on through hiking. So talking about the aspects of that maybe. But no, I do have a couple of things kind of rendered out or rendered up, but we saw this guy earlier biking by. Okay. No, actually we've had a ton of people ask if they can give us a ride the first day or two. The biggest problem is in the really countryside area and at nighttime. The later it gets, the less likely it's going to happen. But now local people are super cool. Okay. All right, we're going to leave our water out here. I'm going to get some food and stuff. Konnichiwa. Oh dang, French toast? French toast has been. Flavor. Ooh. Oh, found limited edition chips. Kyushu Shoyu. I'll have to take a video of that later. Oh, I forgot. Family Mart has Pepsi. Yes, we'll get some Pepsi. Okay, we got water there. They'll be drinking water at the hotel. Snack might be nice, but probably get some
つです。はい、すいません。何でしょう。山賊焼き串と1枚と、サラダちくわ1枚。
山賊焼きを1つとサラダちくわを
はい、お願いします。はい、と袋お願いします。
袋もですね、かしこまりました。袋も入れて合計6点で857円です。
は
温めはどうされますか？
はい、お願いします。
かしこまりました。いらっしゃいませ。いらっしゃいませ。160円、
はい
お預かりいたします。5000、6000、7000、8000、9000、9000円と、これ203円のお返しです。
はい、ありがとうございました。
レシート大丈夫ですか？
あ、大丈夫です。はい、ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございます。
Okay. Did you have any? Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Pay more. Yep. If I'm Charters make me think, guys, and Japanese is harder, really hard for me to understand, especially older guys. Probably need more conversations. Like any language is best to be inundated with it. You pick it up surprisingly fast. A lot of it too is this is what I've learned already on this trip, and I learned it a bit last trip too. Is there's a lot of different Hogan. There's a lot of different dialects. So you're never gonna know. I think, oh, my fanny pack almost fell off. Okay. All right, let's get out of here. Backwards. Unless we can walk north up here. Well, let me check the map real quick. Clouds are actually looking like they're burning away a little bit. How far is Nichinan? 54? Cape Daguri. I think that's where our goal is for tomorrow. Okay, Seseragi. How do we get to you, Seseragi? Seseragi. Directions. 45 minutes. Damn, we walked so far out of the way. Oh, wait, we're gonna go this way. This way looks way cooler. We get to cross and walk alongside a river. So going backwards, we're going to go forwards. And then up here, there's a river. And we're going to go north alongside the river. I'm pretty excited to check this place out. Aeon Mall, 32 kilometers from here. Oh no, it's 32. Okay, so Yori is a cool, we're going to do, not that my Japanese, not it's good enough to teach, but But Yori, so we see Shibushi IC. IC is like an interstate crossing or whatever. Yori means like kind of related to, or you use it a lot with making comparisons. So for example, if I said something like Dave-san yori Jason wa motto, or Jason wa okii desu ne, or something. So in relation to David, Jason is bigger. So you can use it for comparisons. Bigger, smaller, cheaper, faster, stronger, whatever it is. Nani nani yori. And then go from there. See, I don't like... It's a very steep decline. I should have just walked on the road. Okay. Left, right. Oh, this is cool. You don't see this very often. You see, but this is in katakana. Tomare, which means to stop. Or stop. Usually you see it in the hiragana. Damn, okay, I'm glad I went this way. Damn, look at that too. Okay. That's the ocean, baby. $40 minutes. Yeah, you can do that too, yori. Yori can be from letters. So this is what would we call this, a delta or an outlet into the ocean. It's a big old ocean down there. How much further from about 40 minutes, yeah. But we're gonna walk up this river. There's a walking path over here apparently. I guess we can walk. Oh, see this, chat? This type of stuff is lovely to walk on. It's kind of like a padded, they have it at a lot of playgrounds. Compared to asphalt, this feels like grass. This feels awesome. If every day this was the walking path, I could do 30 kilometers every day. No problem. Asphalt and concrete though just is not fun. But this is like, I mean, I feel like I'm on a cloud. Such a treat. Rails on rails. Oh, we see it's like a heron over there maybe, or a stork. Heron over there. See a little bird over there. It's pretty deep. Not super deep. We see some, so it looks like parts of it are deep, parts of it are not very deep. We see the sand right there. I'm glad I took this way. Speaking of manure, someone just dropped. That's gotta be like several dogs piled up. For humans? I don't know. I don't want to think about it. Water's so calm, yeah. What are the biggest creatures in the water? Most likely koi fish. This far up, it's just gonna be koi fish. Oh damn! And we get to take a countryside.
Y'all are in for a treat. We get to take an actual country road. We only got to take a couple of these on Tokaido when we had to do detours. Today we get to take an actual country road. This is a furniture factory. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. We're gonna switch to live. I know we've been on RAW for a while, but I need to see bitrate issues. Right side still good, left side's good. How's the wandering? We're good. We're almost to the hotel for about 35-40 minutes. I hear a bullfrog. I see a crow. I don't know if it's an actual bullfrog or if it's just a frog, but West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country roads. Sometimes. You missed it, Jerome. The first couple days we did not have very good internet. But because now we're in between cities, before we were like just at the tip of the peninsula. Oh, I gotta watch out for snakes. We saw a shitload of snakes yesterday. Look at this. Ah, spider web, seriously? Blah. It's in my ears and my face. It's one of them Ghibli roads? Yeah. So we're on this for a while. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country roads. And what's the over-under on us running into a car for the next 30 minutes? Probably not very likely, yeah. I'd be shocked. One car over-under. Ooh, that stick almost looked like a snake. Vipers and adders? Oh no. I don't know if Japan has any. I mean, they might have some vipers. Dang, look at this. That's kind of cool. It does not smell very nice. This water right here is not great. Umbrella snake? Geist remembers. I squealed like a pig. Whoa. Cool. The mamushi. Is that in like Honshu or is that in Okinawa? I have no idea about. I know that there are relatively few. Oh, I just heard something. I know that there are relatively few venomous creatures over in Japan. Looks like a copperhead. Have you visited all the Japanese islands? I have not visited Shikoku yet. Dude, that's more big old poop. Dude, what kind of animal? Ah, you know what that is? That's Inoshishu poop. That's boar poop. I really don't want to run into a boar. I was trying to think. I was like, what volume? It's not deer poop. It's not rabbit poop. Boar poop makes way more sense.
I guess it could be. That's a lot of monkey poop if it's monkey poop. The first hotel told me, they warned me about monkeys. And I said, yeah, monkeys scare me more than bears. Because bears usually don't like, bears are just kind of mopey, generally, like not mopey, but they're just like, you know, pretty chill. Monkeys though, the hotel staff, they usually work, what'd she say, kashikoi? Yeah, kashikoi, like, they're smart, they're tricky. They're deceptive. Rattlesnakes, they hang out in the sun. Rattlesnakes are pretty wild. Not as bad as cocaine bear. I think it'd be really hard to find cocaine bear in Japan. No, but boars like to run together. Boars have big packs, and I mean, if you've ever seen Old Yeller, okay, now these rocks are not, these don't feel cash money on the feet. They do not feel good. This is so neat. It's probably, it's gonna be so hard because I know at the end of the trip, a lot of people are gonna ask me, well, what was the best part? Where's the coolest area? Where do I have to go? And it's gonna be really hard because I think that each place is gonna be so awesome. And it's gonna be such like a diplomat answer, you know? Well, each area has their own pros and cons and but it's for real. It's really hard to compare, you know, apples and oranges. Okay, look for the ground for snakes. No snakes. Snakes are good, yeah. Who'd have thought? I think the concept of cocaine bear is what made it interesting. House gardens, yeah. Even in Oklahoma, you'll get cottonmouths and copperheads and stuff. Rattlesnakes you won't see too often in cities, but let's see what I miss. Grab some food. Oh, okay. Have fun. Say Arena 6 for coming in. Arms out. Okay, Yoosh. Something over there. Do you watch animes? I watch some animes. I'm not opposed to them. I just don't have a lot of time for them. Recently I watched Freeland, Journey's In, Furiren no Sousou, and then I watched, sometimes watch Dungeon Meshi, and then I watched Mau Mau Kusuria, the apothecary Mau Mau or whatever. Mainly if I finish work and then my significant other wants to watch something, then I'll sit down and watch it with her. We watched Paprika a couple weeks ago, the movie. That was pretty mind-blowing. Especially the music for me. Hirasawa Susumu, chef's kiss for me in that film. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. I don't take request. I mean, I usually keep things down. I know a lot of people said, what, the project lane or experiment lane or whatever. Should probably check out. Okay, how far are we? Oh, we're very close. Okay. Again, I struggle because recently I want to make content, whether that's streaming or YouTube videos or whatever. And for me, every time I'm watching someone else's stuff, even if it's really good, it's time I'm not spending doing my own stuff. So you like Ghibli movies? Yeah, I've not seen all of them. There's a ton of them, but the ones I've seen I liked. Dang, so peaceful. Someone definitely fishes over here. You can tell, like, this is too... Oh, is that a spider? Oh, I just stepped in a giant puddle. Shit. Too focused on the animals. Wow, despite it being very overcast, I think we got significantly redder today. That's on me. Hold on. Let's see. Cottonmouths, water moccasins, coral snakes, rattlesnakes, those are the most common poisonous snakes we have in Texas. There are a ton of non-poisonous snakes, yeah. I think Texas and Oklahoma have relatively similar fauna. Texas is way bigger, so I'm sure they have a little bit more diverse fauna, but copperheads, bull snakes, cottonmouths, rattlesnakes. Garter snakes, garden snakes. This is a meat processing factory over here. I don't know what kind of meat they process. It just says that it's a meat. The map says it's a meat factory of some sort. So today, Vivid yesterday in chat mentioned a very good, useful phrase, and today we'll be using that phrase. Nimotsu wo azukete shite mo ii desu ka? Something like that. Smells like ham, smells like pork. Also smells like shit. Yeah, it smells more like the second. Oh my gosh. Reminds me of Bar S. Oklahoma, we have Bar S hot dogs. You drive by it and you're just like, huh? Jiminy Christmas. Today is probably the worst smelling day we've had, by far. For copperheads, they're right there in the mix. Yeah, copperheads are Mean. Copperheads and bull snakes. What's up, Jonine? Came in the perfect time. Check this out. Check where we've been walking. Today's not been too terribly bad. Hey, another heron. Or, I don't know, egret? I gotta read up on my birds. Smells like shit. I'll take the cat lady, Jonine. Ah, I see. Sorry about that, Vivid. That's auto mod is notoriously strict. I don't know if any of my other mods are in chat right now. This app doesn't show me. I need to download a different app maybe. I need to see what other streamers use. I'm using real-time IRL, which lets me see it, but it doesn't let me see full chat mod view. Big steps. They napping? That's okay. Yeah, doing well. Okay, let's see. And we just rephrase it. That's always fun. How do you say it without saying it? It's like, what's that game? Not charades, but charades with words, whatever. We walked that extra 30 minutes to the Family Mart to get like essentially what's going to boil down to be a snack. We got one stick of chicken and one stick of chikawa, which is a potato salad fried stick thing, and a Pepsi. Might be a liquid diet too. Eat a lot. What's up, FT? How are you? Welcome in, welcome in. Joni and FT both stream. You should definitely check them and see if I can shout them out. I'm ready to blow my nose. I don't have a cold. I have one sniffle, like, I don't have any tissues on my, I don't really want to do it on my hand. Let's see. S-O. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of places people could probably camp. Oh, damn, those are full pigs. Oh, that's a big puddle. Please don't. Ah, it's soaked through. That's a rip. That's okay. Right foot is half soaked. That is a slaughterhouse. Yeah, I guess that's. I was right with the pigs. Definitely smell pigs. How's the journey? It's good. This is day 5. I have a feeling there's supposed to be a bridge up here. I don't think the bridge is here anymore. I gotta check the maps again. There's no bridge here. We are giga in trouble. Oh no, okay, we're fine. We're good. We're good, we're good. We are approaching being so far away from stuff and people that it's a bit of a worry. This is just straight mush. This is gonna suck ass. How do we navigate this chat? It's getting back this the whole way, isn't it? Okay, sides seem fine. It's good. Today we've been walking for only about 3 hours, 3.5 hours. I'm gonna have to wash my shoes when I get to the hotel. Nah, chat, I don't know if you can hear it. You can hear the pigs squealing. Not 10, 0 out of 10, don't recommend. Oof. Okay, all right. Hey, for the first time in a really long time, we're on dirt. We're on dirt, baby. Where are we? We're on a country road. Trespassing? No, we're on a public road. Public road. As soon as I step off, that would be private, but this is a public road. If Google Maps have driven on it, it's a public road. Also, as soon as I show someone my map, like, hey, this is what Google told me to do, and I'm at this hotel, and you can call them, I have a reservation, I wouldn't get, like, road is pretty, and even the private roads, as long as you are passing through, unless it's like a golf course or something, you're not going to have any issues with trespassing. And especially if there's no other route. Dude, I can't wait for the hot springs. I'm so excited. I'm going to wash my shoes as soon as I get to the hotel. Let them dry out and then go dip my feet and my behind. The cool thing with Kenko spa lands, it's usually a lot of elderly people, and most of the time they leave you alone, but occasionally they want to chat with you. It's always so fun. Elderly people are so cool to talk to, especially people out here where, like, even going to Tokyo is quite rare unless they have like a child that works in Tokyo, or they used to do business in Tokyo or something. I mean, it's like Oklahomans going to LA. Like, sure, maybe it happens, but not snowshoes would be a good I'm trying to think of how to do winter expeditions. I'd love to do, I've already been shot down. Yumi said I cannot do Hokkaido winter or Akita winter. She said, you'll die. I said, no, I won't. And she said, what happens if it's a blizzard? And I say, I'll just stay at the hotel an extra couple days. When the snow is done, get out and walk around. She said, no. So, however, I do think that's a fair argument, a fair point. So I didn't push it. But I think doing some winter hikes, through hikes would be pretty fun. Because winter scenery is way different. Nice try, Mylors. But almost. You almost got me. I guess props that it wasn't a D's or a Ligma or a Sugma. Okay. Like my ball sack. I might be American, but I'm not completely, you know, I do know a bit about other languages. I can't read German, but sprechen the Deutsch. I do not, but welcome in, everybody. Thanks for coming in. We're about to get to the hotel, actually. Or hotel. It's a minshuku. Minshuku meaning like community lodging. Once we're done hiking through this road. More manure smell. That's cool. Bomb Jesus. I'm afraid I don't know what that says. I don't know if it's common or not, so I apologize. Huh. I guess maybe the edge. Oh, edge to edge. Nice. Big step. Is penny trading common in Japan? Some people will try to do it. There's a lot of penny trade, FX, currency, commodity type, scam type shit things going on. Standard people preying on other people who want to get rich quick, you know. Buy my course. I'll teach you how to trade commodities, that sort of thing. But no, I'd say the average Japanese person does not invest into any form of stocks or bonds. Maybe bonds, but for a lot of people, stock market equals gambling. Even though, I mean, it's changing a bit and people realize that they have to start saving for the future and stuff, but it's still a little bit conservative, I'd say. Thanks for the follow, the Hoish. I mean, that didn't really work out. If you're gonna make a mom joke, you gotta make it like kind of good at least. What's up, Birdbanes? I'll give you a fair verbal warning on that one, though. Huh. See what you try to do with kind of a reach? Yeah, FT's here. Yeah, I didn't pronounce it like that though, so it doesn't work. It only works if I pronounce it like that. We hear water. See, we're really worried about boars out here, actually. I think that's our hotel over there. Or where we're staying at least. I've seen a lot of shochu cartons out here. 3 out of 10. I think he's being a bit generous. Yeah, welcome in everybody. Thanks for coming in. I'm Sensei Martian. We're currently day 5 of walking southernmost point to northernmost point. We're about to wrap up for the day. It was supposed to dump rain, so we picked a place that was pretty close. And so today's pretty short. Even with the backtracking, I think it's only going to be about 12, 13 kilometers. Okay, cool. Back on a road. You can see a snake you must show us? I will. Problem is, a lot of the snakes are pretty skittish. They run away real quick. The ones we saw yesterday were about 1 meter, 3 feet, brown snakes with kind of a green line on the back. Like a green and brown line on the back. Whew. Steamy. That sound boar grunt? No. Martian grunt. We did hear some pigs earlier at the slaughterhouse. That was not great. But cool. Cool little bridge. Cool little water. Rushing water. Dang, there's a cooler bridge. It's a suspension bridge up there. Okay. All right. It's a big outlet. All the drainage. I'd like to stay and take pictures, but I don't think I can. This bridge is too small to do that. Such a pretty view though, dang. I guess we can quickly. Something's behind us. Another car behind us? Dang. Okay. Nice. I think that's about it for me, chat. Glad you didn't die or get lost. I never get lost. I might die, but never get lost. I always find my way. Having a wild boar, I think I'd probably take my chances fighting it. I'm not gonna outrun a wild boar. Near 0% chance, I mean like not near, it's a 0% chance. Trying to poke it in its eyes might get it to scurry off, but even then I'm probably losing that fight too. Most likely. Everyone, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for coming in. Really appreciate you. Love you. I don't know if anyone else is on. We're gonna go ahead and raid out because I know they're gonna want to talk to me, and it's gonna be a lot of time of me not being on camera, and actually I might have to drop luggage off anyway. So give everyone one more awesome countryside view. Nice bridge in the background. Really, really appreciate everyone coming in. Working your way up to sharks. I'll get there. We'll, what did I say? 10,000? 10,000 followers, I'll fight a shark. Got to find out a way to stream it, but that'd be fun. Anyone streaming? Sorry, my phone's being weird about Twitch. 10,000 for 2 sharks. Do Hot Spring OnlyFans content? I am trying to figure out a way how to do Hot Spring, like conversation, Hot Spring soak time with Sensei Martian, but do it in a PG way, you know, PG-13, I guess. 4 a.m. laundry? I don't know 4 a.m. laundry. I think Bottlehead is at the Pride Festival. We might do that. Bottlehead's a good friend of the channel. Both Bottlehead and Relit are friends. So we're gonna raid to, let's see. How do you, oh, okay, here we go. Bottlehead. Unless someone else is on, we're just gonna do that. All right, everybody, love you. We'll see you tomorrow. We're gonna go to, tomorrow is another kind of short-ish day because it's supposed